Good afternoon, this is Grant with Blue Digital Solutions. I was sending over this video that we kind of made about specifically for your website, just to kind of show you guys some of the traffic you're missing out on, and some tips that you guys can do or implement in order to help grow your web presence and increase traffic to your business. Just doing some of the research that I've done, I just want to give you guys 3 quick tips, and it's going to have to do with content, backlinks, and citations. Those are 3 of the biggest things that you get. If you guys implement, you guys will be able to start competing with some of your competitors that are out there, and I'm going to break those down each for you to give you guys a better understanding of it. But just kind of jumping right into it, going off of content, and kind of what I'm going to be comparing you to your competitors as well. And the way I found your competitors, I used the highest search term there in the Jacksonville area for people looking for chiropractors, so chiropractor Jacksonville, Florida. And then we go down. We're going to talk about these up here in a second, but we're going to talk about organic rankings here for the time being. So I just scroll down until I find whoever's ranking the highest organically, which is going to be Jacksonville Chiropractic. So that's who I'm going to use to compare you to when it comes to this for the time being. And looking at their site right here, I seen you guys do not have a website, which obviously that's going to hurt you guys in the long run, at least for competing with the competitors out there. So I'm going to kind of cover what they're doing right. So things that you guys are able to kind of copy if you guys decide to go this route. So when I talk about content, content is going to be nothing more than obviously anything, all this verbiage that's on these pages. And Google loves content. That's how they determine who's the local experts in whatever area and whatever niche or service that it is. The more content, the better. Think of Wikipedia. If you Google Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan or anything like that, who usually pops up first? It's Wikipedia. And the reason behind that, or one of the reasons, is because of the content that they have. They have tons and tons of content, which Google crawls. They have their bots crawling from left to right, down to up. And it's telling Google, look, we are the local experts for whatever subject it is. So the more content that you have, the better. They want to see at least minimum 1,000 words. So roughly 1,000 to 1,500 words is ideal to put on your website. So we look at their site. They have a decent amount of content. It's nothing crazy. Be very easily able to outdo. But within the content, you want to try to tie in your keywords. So how I was talking about keywords earlier, this would be one of your keywords, chiropractor, Jacksonville, Florida. So you'd want to tie that into your content, roughly about 1,000 to 1,500 words, like I said. And then if you're building a site, your pictures, Google doesn't see this nice beautiful layout here. All they see is that content that I told you about. They don't see how nice the site is or these pictures or anything like that. But what they can see is behind the pictures. So if I click Save Link As real fast, let's see if they did it right. You'll see that it's saved as services, which I guess it's better than the alternative where some people, it just has some random stuff like you see up here. It's saved stuff like that. But you want to name all of your pictures your keywords. So in this case, that picture, could be named Chiropractor Jacksonville, Florida. Because Google, like I said, they don't see the pictures, but they see behind the pictures. So if I have it saved as one of my keywords, that's telling Google, once again, look, these are the words I want to rank for. So that's covering content. If you guys decide to build a web page. Now, backlinks. This is going to be one of the bigger things that help rank a website in general. And we're going to look at the competitors, or your competitor right here, just because I don't have yours to pull up. But backlinks are nothing more than votes throughout the internet. So getting your website, so in this case, Jacksonville Chiropractic for this company right here, getting this right here put on other people's websites. And obviously not all backlinks are created equal. If they're getting their website put on another very powerful, say, national chiropractic type site, they get it on there. That's going to have a whole lot more pull with Google than it would if they had this, their website on a Domino's website. Because you want to be, the same category. So if it's chiropractor, you want to stay in the category realm. You don't want to get your name blasted out there on all sorts of different random things that don't really pertain to you, because then it just tells Google it's kind of like spamming the system. They want to see that other relevant sites are linking to you, because obviously if somebody is linking to this site that is a very trusted site in Google, it's going to tell Google, well, this site must be trusted as well. And so now we're talking about trust. We're going to look at these numbers right here. DR, it's the domain rating. It's really nothing more but telling you how much power your website has. So it's 0 to 100. Obviously, the higher the number, the more powerful. So we look at this one here. They have 7, which is not, that powerful. Sorry, excuse me. It's not that powerful. It's not powerful at all, actually. So easily able to outdo. But we look at their backlinks now. So they have 541 backlinks. That means that their site is posted on 541 different places around the web. So we look at this real fast, and we see this is where they're at. They're on all these different sites. So like these are good ones. Commonly missed ankle injuries, all those different ones like that, because it has to do with chiropractors. So what we would do, I mean, obviously one of the questions is, well, how do I get backlinks? What we do is we go through here using our softwares, and we find each place that your competitors are on, and then we go and we track down each and every one of these, and we try to get your name on there as well, because obviously success leaves clues, and Google's already telling us with these backlinks, they're willing to rank that person number one. So obviously we want to get the same ones they do, and obviously we wouldn't want to stop there. We'd keep going, and we'd keep getting your name listed out there somewhere else. That way, we surpass them and we take over that top spot. But that's how we'd cover backlinks. And then just kind of looking at this, keywords. This is the keywords that they rank for in Google. And remember how they got that is by having them intertwined in their content. And out of those keywords, they're pulling 217 people every single month to their website off of these keywords, which I'll show you here in a second. And then this number here, nothing really important, but what it's saying is if they were to do pay per click or pay for these leads or this traffic, it cost them about $2,100 to gain these 217 people to come to their website. But let's look at the keywords real fast. So we look at keywords. This is what they rank for. So they rank for Jacksonville chiropractic, and it tells us here there's roughly 300 people searching that every single month. And out of those 300 people, they're ranked number one. They have the number one spot of Google for this specific keyword. And out of those 300 people, they're gaining about 38 people coming to their website every month out of it. And so obviously you can go down and look at these and see what else they rank for. Jacksonville Chiropractic and Acupuncture, there's 100 people searching. Chiropractor Jacksonville FL, 600 people searching. So you can see how all of this would add up, especially if you can get up to the number one spot in all of these. You can imagine how much traffic you'd push to your website. And this isn't even all of the keywords. There's more keywords out there. This is just what they rank for. So we go out here and we look at just some of the keywords that are out there. So you see chiropractor Jacksonville, Florida spelled out. Chiropractor in Jacksonville, Florida. There's 1,600 people per month are searching for each of these terms. And there's a bunch of other terms out there as well that, if we did our research, that we could dig up that are easy to rank for. So that kind of gives you an idea on how many people are actually searching this in Jacksonville. And just by having a website that's up towards the top on page one of Google, how much of this you could actually drive to your site to grow your practice. Now, last thing, looking at citations. Citations have to do with this right here, which is called your GMB, which you guys do have here, I see. I can't find you guys without digging through I don't know, there's a ton of pages. But you're not on page one for these, so if I hit more places, you weren't. I didn't see you down there anywhere. But citations have everything to do with your GMB or Google My Business. Citations are nothing more than having your name, address, and your phone number throughout directories on the internet. So all those different directories out there, there's hundreds of them. Getting your name, address, and phone number on those. Google sees that, and it counts as one citation. So the biggest thing you need to remember if you guys were to go do this and put your name out on some of these directories is the name, address, and phone number. It has to match word for word and letter for letter. So in this case here, just going to give you an example. If this company right here was to go put their name on a citation, if they leave out this colon right here, then Google's not going to see it, and it's not going to give them any relevancy, and it's not going to help them in any way, shape, or form. So if you go out there and start putting your name on directories, make sure it's exactly how you guys have it right here. So that dot needs to be there. That comma needs to be there. Same thing with the address. That address needs to match, letter for letter, phone number as well. And that's going to help. That's one of the big key items to get your GMB to start moving towards the top. Obviously, there's a lot of other things that go into it, making sure your GMB is completely optimized. But by that, I mean just making sure everything on the back end, when you log into this, is filled out. So having your business hours on there, having a website attached to it, having a description that is filled out, having reviews, all that stuff comes into play. And when you tie it into with your citations, it makes it a powerhouse, and it starts pushing it up through the ranks. And obviously, statistically, about 70% of people are going to go to these top three right here. They type in whatever term it is that they're looking for. They look down here. They either call the top one, or they look through and they see who has the most and best reviews. So in this case, either they're going to get a phone call or they're going to get a phone call. And then obviously, if they can't get in for booking or whatever it may be, whatever purposes, they might go down and start looking for some other places. But they're going to get a phone call more than likely. The other 30%, they actually like to go down here to the organic section and actually look at, your website to see what it is that you offer before they call. So by getting you, up here in this top spot and up here in this top spot, you can see just by the search terms that we have out here, the 1600, the 600s, all those, you can imagine how many phone calls and new clients you would actually get out of that. So with that, I just wanted to give you some tips, some things that you guys can do and implement yourselves if you guys would like. And remember, it was content, backlinks, and citations. If for whatever reason you guys don't want to fool it and you guys would like some help with it, I'd love to partner up with you guys and help you guys out and help you guys grow there in the Jacksonville area. So if you guys are interested in that at all, feel free to give me a call back and we can set up another phone call to where I can get to learn your business and find out exactly what your needs are and put together a proposal specifically for you guys to help grow your business. So once again, my name was Grant, and my phone number is 706-233-3557. Once again, 706-233-3557. Thanks.